what's going on here? Some intermediaries have offered the Rossoneri AC Milan Zinchenko, whose contract with Arsenal expires in June 2026. He made just 23 appearances for the Gunners last season across all comps and is not the first choice for Mikel Arteta. So, yeah, I mean, that's something new. He's been linked with them people. So, yeah, that draws a close to that, people. Let's make a time stamp. Transfer news. And now, can get back into entertaining you lot quickly, people. Let me scroll the way up because I'm just wary that if I start replying to you lot, some of you just want to be here to see the news and the nonsense. So we try and deal with that. A lot of Arsenal fans have this strange ability to blame everything and everyone for Arsenal not winning titles. How are we going to win when we shop in our competition's trash rubbish every season? Some of our supporters were criticizing Arteta for not giving Butler or Deji a chance. I don't want Garnacho as well. I don't think we're getting Garnacho. Stranger things. Who cares about Arsenal? Clearly you, if you're here commenting and you seem to be a Spurs fan, you're here all the time. I normally ignore you, but I know that's what it's designed to, trolling and getting some flames. So look, you can say, look, Mum, I made it. Your mum want me to sign her breast? See, we can all be silly and say idiot things. Gyökeres to United. But big up DG. They can stay on the bench as well for depth. Did you see the new FIFA game promo? Demo game is Arsenal versus Liverpool 5-0, and they all put the transfer names in Arsenal squad. Gyökeres and Rodrigo. Be nice, man. Why would Arteta want a United castaway? Good deal for 4 players. Fit Rodrigo and Saka on the flanks with Sesko through the middle as an FM dream. If you know, you know. I big up Riley, man, because he's always here. We been doing up FM. Played it yesterday. Yeah, we did. Let's get the likes to 200 people. I would give an 8 for that window. 7 out of 10 mainly for Rodrigo. I hear it. It would be an 8 out of 10. Roll to 70k. That'd be a perfect window. I don't know about perfect, but maybe I'm being greedy because if the club, and it's a big if you did get Rodrigo, what could I say? Like, big up the Portuguese, man. Shout out Portugal. Ronaldo deserves it. And I'm not a fan of the social media stuff. Like, why is Ronaldo crying? Bro, the man's 40 years of age. Career's winding down. Won something with his country and his teammates. And you want man to not be emotional. Fair enough, man. Zubimendi, Sesko, Kepa, and Sane a good window. For me, it's missing a midfielder, top defender, and a top left winger. When I say it's a bad one, don't want to seem spoiled. I wouldn't say I'm moved. I'd be gassed. But I don't know. It's one where it'd have to play out. Yeah, man. See, people want to be silly. Like, I'm on foolishness, you know. Like, if people want to say foolishness, we can all be silly. We can all be silly, man. I big up Mister because you're always here. You're very critical when I get some of my guests on, man. I always think loud, man. I think Rodrigo will move the needle. Yeah, but then like I don't want to get into that trap of just because obviously Rodrigo, all our hope's gonna be on you. You get it, but like Liverpool didn't win the Prem or Champs just because of Salah. He might have scored the goals and made the difference, but when he's having an off day or getting through the tournaments, there's other guys, and I think we need everybody to pull their weight, man. There was a time we got no call-ups for England trust. Leao overrated. You let Ben White get up to fitness. Hopefully, Ranieri's standout campaign. Lewis Skelly, Rice, Saka keep doing what they're doing, and we're good. And to be fair, it could be peak for former Arsenal man Aaron Ramsdale. It seems like Tuchel's not really convinced. We're screwed, mate. Jesus going to get an extension. Drossard going to get more money, but no extension. Even that don't make no sense for me, you know. That don't make. I big up Savo, man. He's talking about when I went on the Sun, some rigged argument. It's cool though, man. Shout out Savo, man. He's one of them lot, but he's all right. Balembo would be cold, but Balembo's them kind of man you need in this day and age. You need to get them when they're in France. Because once they end up at Brighton, you know how much they cost. And I know we bought Declan Rice, but we're not going to be shelling out them kind of fees too often. Leao has the ability, but can't do it every week for me. That's the problem. I agree Leao's overrated, but yesterday's performance really enticed me. Overrated don't mean it don't mean a bad thing. I just think if Leao could, like somebody said, if Leao could do it on a consistent basis, it's calm. Kudus overrated. I thought Kudus did better than he actually did. I hear it. You're telling me we went from eyeing up Rodrigo and Gyökeres to that Slovenian, Havertz and Garnacho. I must admit, yeah, I'm not saying Sesko is going to be perfect and all of this. I want Gyökeres. I'm a big fan of Sesko. There's nowhere for me to hide. My videos from 2 years ago sums that up. If we don't get Gyökeres and we get Sesko, expectations adjusted, but I'm not going to cry. But I have to say this. I don't think, and I'm not saying you can't just watch highlights and get a general sense of the player, yeah? And I'm not even buying Kai Havertz. If you genuinely think Sesko and Kai Havertz are the same player, you definitely are not watching. It's not making sense. But he wouldn't be the first player or the last to be written off. I knew Jesus would get an extension. Madrid attention shifted to Zubimendi. Tony is pretty average. I take him. Buemo, though, I can't lie, he could bag 30 non-pen goals. There was a point like 2 years ago, I probably would have taken him, but football, you change your mind. Should have been signed for 40 million when Ajax was selling him for that much. Now we have to pay over the odds. If you can get a decent kind of offer from West Ham, why not? They're not going to let him go for 50 odd. It'd be nice if they wanted a Zinchenko, a Reece Nelson, a Fabio Vieira, but that's all FIFA business. Would have loved Kudus before. He would have banged for us. Feel it's too late. Now it's expensive. Kudus is a very exciting player. I'd take him. After Zubimendi, we should sign Gyökeres and Eze. Oh, I'd love Eze, mate. Love Eze, mate. Rodrigo moves for 90 million. If he does move, we aren't in the market. For me, there has to be two things that happens before I take the Rodrigo thing seriously. And that's, Arsenal could throw their hat into the ring. There'll be everybody else. Rodrigo has to make, which I don't think he does. And it's one where it'll be with a heavy heart. I don't think he's going to make it abundantly clear to Real Madrid, yo, I'm cutting regardless. I'm cutting. I think he's in two minds. Like, I think I might want to leave, but I want to stay at Real Madrid. I just need a bit of a confidence boost. So if I put myself in Xabi Alonso's shoes, I'm going to tell Rodrigo everything over the sun. Brother, you're going to play, bro. Trust me. Things are going to happen. It's not going to happen overnight. Trust me. He gets a bit of encouragement. Case closed. Maybe we will visit next summer. Really. Case closed. Or Real Madrid say, regardless of what your conversation in Rodrigo's case with Xabi Alonso and yourself, we want the money to do whatever we want to do. You're gone. Until I see one of those two things, which I can't imagine happening anyways, much less before the Club World Cup, and Xabi Alonso's just started, and, we need to get the bread and butter signings. You need to confirm Kepa if that's what you want to do. You need to confirm Partey. You need to confirm Zubimendi. You need to get your Sesko, your Gyökeres. When all of these things are done or significant business is done, beyond just the fact that I want a wavy Brazilian player, I can't really take too much stock in it. Lucky to get 30, 40 now. Come on, Martinelli is worth more than that. North of 50 is more realistic. He isn't worth the same as Eddie or Smith Rowe. Is he worth 50 mil? Probably, but it's what you can hustle. Have we been good sellers? Maybe Burr can change that. But I ain't sold no one yet beyond Marquinhos, which, you know what, maybe he could. Aren't we getting money for Nelson and Fabio? They're gonna have to sell them first, innit? It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shit. Wow, what is going on over there, my guy? But even that saying selling Martinelli to Saudi is all good and fine. Would you want to go to Saudi if you're Martinelli at this moment in time? Maybe for the bread, but you're still young. You're trying to get into the World Cup. Are you necessarily going to get that? Are you? And I know there's exceptions, but are you going to get that call up? Why are we being attacked? Why are we being attacked? What did Arsenal do? What did VS fans do to get this type of stuff? I'm not sure what you're saying, bro. Just try and tell me this Garnacho news, ain't it? I don't buy the Garnacho stuff, bro. Like, I don't. But I've seen weirder things happen. Hey, shout out Rums, my guy. Funny Man United fans, they wished it was true of the hijack. Wait, if they hijack Zubimendi, cool, run your bands. But you see Arsenal, all right, you wanted Zubimendi, you put all the work into Zubimendi, great. Didn't work. Go and sign the next midfielder. It's gone past that. We tried, and there's no players on the market. Make sure you have another one because you had to. What if Zubimendi said from the jump, because we've been here for time, we've been talking to him as far as January. What if he said, no, I want to stay in Spain, I want to go Real Madrid? You're going to have to find someone to play midfield. So go and do that, man. Zubimendi legit denied doing a medical at Arsenal is twerking for Xabi. See these United fans trolling, mate. You should know you're not going to get much change out of me, man. He said he's not sure where he'd be. Of course, they're going to play that game, man. They're going to play that game. It's not verbal. It's not verbally, though, is it? It's on paper. I can't say that word. The article I read, it said it's a verbal agreement. I hope it's legally blinding. And if it's just verbal in business, that doesn't go anywhere, bro. Like, it doesn't. Man, love line. I don't think Sesko scores more than 15 goals if he joins for next season. Gyökeres scores 20 at least. I think Sesko's going to do his thing. I'm not going to lie to you lot. Recruitment is a big issue. Scouting. I wouldn't even say scouting because there's another side. Like you see it with United. United have been linked with half of these young players that you've seen doing well. Going back to Ralph Rangnick, they wanted John Duran, they wanted Sesko. Even if these guys didn't develop, they could have sold them for a profit. The scouts are doing their jobs. But if I'm a scout, I can go to the four corners of this world, find the best players since sliced bread, write up all my reports, scout heavily, pitch it and whatnot. But if I give it to you, who's the head of, I'm just a scout. I might be let's just say I'm a world-renowned scout. I'm known for finding the next Kantes and all of this. I've done my due diligence. I've presented. I've given it to you. Whether you're the manager, whether you're the head of recruitment, whether you're a sporting director, if I've given that to you and you don't take me up on that, you don't begin dialogue, you don't even read it. Oh, am I still here? What happened there? Technical difficulties, folks. I don't know what happened there. But that's, as I was saying, that's not the scouts' fault. That's you lot's fault. And I think that is a side of our argument that doesn't really get spoken about. Sometimes it's nothing to do with the scouts. Sometimes people are not listening to scouts. So are the scouts really the problem? But I don't know, man. Just a different perspective. Arsenal moving like a bruised banana. Psh. Well, to be fair, man, they normally make good banana fritters, you know what I mean? Still don't know what win now means. If you know, you know. If you don't, you slow, man. It's all those tabs he has open. But hey, I knew the tab police would arrive. I hate our scouts. They have done nothing since Martinelli and the manager arrived. I disagree with that for obvious reasons. Job should have gone Leverkusen instead of Dortmund, so he doesn't have to live up to his brother's hype. To be fair, Bellingham, younger Bellingham, you're never gonna escape that, innit? Like, it's just some things that are going to happen. It's not, nobody really says it, but it's like Kluivert with a famous dad. You've mentioned Bellingham, you know, boy, I feel sorry. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo's sons, if you lot try and kick ball, it's peak. I'm sure, well, none of them have gone on to do anything in the game like that, but Zidane's sons, completely off topic, yeah, but Zidane, you might have to do a DNA test. What do you mean one of your sons is a goalie? Big Zidane, and the son's becoming a goalie. You definitely didn't believe, whichever one of his sons was a goalie, you didn't believe in him. You knew he was a myth, man. You knew he was a myth. But yeah, you're never, like, it is what it is. Some of you are betraying your eye test if you think there's similarities between Sesko